Christmas. It's the time of the year where families all around the world get together and we exchange gifts and share good feelings to one another. It's the happiest, most peaceful time of the... Yeah, I'm not really into Christmas. Not that I'm a Grinch or anything, it's just that when you get to 20 years old, Christmas doesn't really have a purpose anymore. I mean, my Christmas presents mainly consist of a film, maybe a game, socks, and I've already said that Halloween is my favourite holiday, so honestly I just don't feel like doing anything for Christmas. Unfortunately, as a YouTuber, a Christmas special is mandatory, so I better find a game to review. Well, it's got snow in it. South Park. What can I say about South Park? Well, it's certainly not up there with my favourite shows of all time. I couldn't say I hate it. I think it's alright, it's got a lot of funny moments, and the satire can be done really well. Sometimes. Though I suppose one reason I just can't bring myself to hate it is very nostalgic for me. Especially the movie. I used to watch that thing all the time when I was a kid. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have, to be honest. But before we boot this game up, let's take a look at its awful box art. Now you might be thinking, it's not so bad. It's got all the characters on it, it says the name of the game. What's wrong with it, you slag? Well, not to show off or anything, but I used to make game covers. Nothing official, I never got paid for it, it was just a thing I used to do for fun. But I do think it entitles me to say I know a thing or two about game covers. Firstly, why are the kids casting shadows like they're floating? That's not how shadows work. Chef doesn't even have a shadow, but at least it looks like he could be on the ground. Speaking of which, where's the road gone? Also, this sign's placement seems to have Cartman very startled. It's up his bum. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. They start off with a recreation of the show's original opening. That's pretty charming, actually. I haven't actually heard this song in a while. Now I'm just realizing how strange the lyrics are. First of all, you all have the same face. And secondly, temptation? For what? Sex? Drugs? Rock and roll? Well, as we've already discovered, this town apparently has no road, so parking is the least of your concerns. And quite frankly, I don't want people spouting anything at me, thank you very much. Well, that's just inappropriate. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be stars or snow we're seeing here. Given that it's not moving, I'm going to hope that it's stars. Oh, sweet Jesus, what are those? What happened to the boys? They're all deformed. Kenny looks like a hairdryer. I don't even want to know what's up with Stan's shoulder, and the less I say about Cartman, the better chance I stand of him not eating me in my sleep. I'm gonna show you how to kick ass. You're gonna what?
Whoa, dude, I'm good.
I'm sorry? Who?
Somebody's baking brownies.
Excuse me?
My mom always told me I was cute.
Sorry, repeat. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, we clearly have to pick someone, so I'll not waste any more time and just pick my favourite character, Kenny. The fuck you say? After we select our character, we see an FMV cutscene of Chef telling the kids that a comet is heading for Earth, and that it's probably going to lead to some spooky stuff.
Spooky like how?
Spooky like you better get your asses indoors, children. I'm not kidding. Our lives are in danger!
And now the game begins, and we... Oh! Well, this is the game. My first impression is that, due to the low resolution of the textures, mixed with what seems to be no anti-aliasing, the game is left with a feeling of that fucking draw distance is abysmal. What the hell did these developers do? What is in this game to make the draw distance need to be this in order to run? It doesn't even run that well. More on that later. It appears that we can throw infinite snowballs. Cool. Guess we should start walking this way. Turkey! Oh, now it's a dead turkey. So the main enemies for this level appear to be giant killer turkeys, which is fine, actually. That sounds pretty South Park to me. But do they have to be so annoying? man, this game is ugly. I'm almost glad the draw distance is this bad. The town's ugly enough. Don't need to see more of it. Oh, hey, look, it's Cartman.
Hey, dumbass, over here!
I'm sorry, what? Could you repeat that? I didn't... Ugh! He just walked into me and vanished. Oh, I collected him? I guess that means I have to collect the other kids too. Oh, no time to worry about that. We got a turkey coming at us. We were lucky to survive. So yeah, the enemies in this game basically pose no threat to you whatsoever, even in big groups. I regularly mow down entire waves of turkeys without having to move. I'm like a level 3 sentry up in here. Kenny's a badass. This town is so confusing. It's actually just one road that you have to follow, but it feels like an open map full of places to explore, but it's just not. So I find the rest of the gang and... a Renaissance fair! Oh, this should be fun. By the gods, I have not witnessed such a frame rate for over 1,000 years! Good. Good. Just great. Just perfect. The only time this game might actually be visually interesting, and it runs about as well as I do. This whole Renaissance Fair section of the level feels like I'm moving through quicksand. And these fucking turkeys still aren't a threat. I even get hit a few times, and their attack does next to no damage. I'm starting to wonder if it's even possible to die in this game. Suddenly, we enter a bleak, snowy wasteland. It's so empty and directionless they resort to using arrows to guide you through the level. For those unaware, this is bad game design. Well, we keep walking and fucking hell, more turkeys! It honestly feels like I've killed nearly 100 of these damn things by now. This game is basically walk, stop, kill turkeys, and repeat. Ah, some sort of log cabin. And as soon as we get near it, the game slows down so much that it feels like sleep paralysis. Why did I need to go in here? Health? Well, that was fucking necessary, wasn't it? And what's this red shit? Dodgeballs. Yeah, a new weapon would be good, game, if the one I had wasn't already overpowered. Oh, and look, it's exactly the same as the snowball, except it's slower. And limited. Why is this even a thing, you useless cunts? The stage finally fucking ends and we see a screen which confirms that yes, I had killed over 100 of these things. What game do you know of that can happily throw over 130 enemies at you and not even be challenging? And level 2 is the same thing. Literally. You start off where the last level ended, only now it looks like someone pissed all over the screen, and I don't blame them, because it's the same thing. Same boring weapons, scenery, enemies. Oh, but it does actually throw a tank at me, and while usually I would find the gaping anus hilarious, I'm in no mood to laugh. Earlier in this level, Chef told me to follow the turkeys back to their source, so I guess that means I won't kill this thing then. Just following it through the level, killing its children as I go. Now we're back here and... wait, what? No, what? Is it gone? So do I have to go back and... I'm done. I am fucking done. If I had to describe this game with a single word, it would be boring. From the level design, to the enemies, to the gameplay, just... boring. Nothing else happens as far as I can tell. You just kill turkeys and never die. Plus the game's ugly as hell and has little to no South Park charm to it. It's no wonder that the show's creators publicly shamed Acclaim for making this.
Yeah, I'll say it right now. We did this deal with Acclaim and they just screwed up every game that we did. It sucks.
We've had really bad video games, so
really
we want to do a
we
good
have
one.
no control over it, you know, and they just put these games out and it's like they just take your franchise and they step on it and they just don't care. It makes me mad.
Now, interestingly enough, there is another version of this game on the Nintendo 64. And would you believe that it's better? Well, better is a strong word to use. It certainly has better graphics, for sure. The render distance is still crap and the game is still the same game, but it does look a lot nicer with much higher resolution textures, much better anti-aliasing, some additional animations, and it even has superior audio than the PlayStation 1 release.
Hey, over here! Hey, dumbass, over here!
which, by the way, came out after the N64 version. If you were only going to play the co-op mode, which I couldn't do because I'm not allowed friends, then I guess I'd recommend the Nintendo 64 version. Or better yet, just play a better game. Any game, really. Hell, just shoot zombies on a South Park map in Gmod. It's a lot more fun and you won't feel instant regret. Well, with all that out of the way, I suppose the only thing that's left is to wish everyone at home happy holidays. And if happy holidays upsets you, good. Thanks for watching. I mean it, thank you. This has been a very difficult time for me, what with the channel reboot and all, not to mention anxiety and gender transition stuff. It's nice to know that I have fans who appreciate the work I put into these videos. I'm very thankful for that. If you happen to miss my review of Action Man Mission Extreme, a link to that will be on screen now. Please remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and as always, I will see you all in the next video.